My name is Qingyi Huang, and I'm continuing my mission to show that cooking Chinese food at home is as easy as ordering a takeaway and should be far healthier and tastier as well. Growing up in Taiwan, I was taught the joys of making healthy, delicious, simple Chinese food by my grandmother. While we cooked for the rest of the family, she taught me lots of simple Chinese recipes, which I still use today. In this program, I want to pass on some of those great recipes that are easy to cook in the home and perfect for entertaining family and friends.
Who plays football?
I'll show two busy mums who don't usually cook Chinese for the kids how my grandmother's dishes can become their family favourites.
Good.
5-spice chicken and vegetable and ham wraps are two recipes that are easy to cook and the children will love. I'll cook a dish that always reminds me of home and happy family gatherings, lion head meatballs. My mother said, if you eat these lion head meatballs, you'll be as strong as lions. And I believed her. And prepare some of my family's special chicken and lobster recipes for a surprise party, where the surprise turns out to be for me.
Oh my God!
One great dish that always reminds me of family gatherings is lion head meatballs. When I cook it, I'm reminded of the stories my mum told as she cooked them. I've got here about 500 grams of minced beef, and it's very simple. It's a bit like making Western-style meatballs, but with Chinese seasonings. So, about a tablespoon of Shaoxing rice wine. You can always use dry sherry, in with some light soy sauce, about 2 tablespoons. Some toasted sesame oil, and in with a tablespoon corn flour, and in with beaten egg, pinch of sea salt, some ground white pepper, some chopped spring onions, and about 4 cloves of chopped garlic, in with some grated ginger for some heat. Then just give this mixture a good mix. Stir the mixture in the same direction. It helps because it helps to bind all the ingredients together. And it does sort of aerate the meatballs so they're lovely and bouncy. My grandmother used to make this, with a big wooden spoon and a big bamboo bowl. My grandmother's my biggest source of inspiration because she used to have to cook for all her family and her extended family. My goodness, whenever we used to sit down and eat, it was like a huge banquet every evening. And you can see the meat is all lovely and tenderized. Now, I'm going to make these into meatballs. So, good trick is to wet your hands because that means that the meat mixture doesn't stick to your hands when you're molding them. And in China, the art is to make them as big as possible, to resemble the head of the lion. And the emperor used to eat this dish because it was a symbol of power. My mother, when she first cooked this dish for me, she made a big thing about it. She said, if you eat these lion head meatballs, you'll be as strong as lions. And I believed her. Wok on, oil in. Now the oil is nice and hot. We can add the meatballs. You don't want a broken meatball. That might symbolize broken power. Spoon oil over the top to help brown them. Put the brown meatballs in an oven-proof dish. Set all but 2 tablespoons of the oil aside for the sauce. To go into the sauce, I've got here some dry Chinese mushrooms, really fragrant. It's going to impart a woody, earthy aroma and just complement all the other flavours in the meatballs. If you can't get these, then you can use fresh chestnut mushrooms. Back onto the wok now. So, just going to heat the mushrooms. And it's going to be cooking in the oil that's had all the flavours from the meat. Next, just add good vegetable stock, or you can use chicken stock, and then just give that a good stir. The sauce is bubbling, in with a little bit of light soy sauce and some toasted sesame oil. And then all we do now is let the flavours of the stock and the mushrooms infuse with the meatballs. So just pour them into the dish. Now, it's not just the meatballs that's going to finish the dish and make them look like lion heads. You need the main. So this is it. What we want to do is just slice long, thin strips like this.
Wrap 1 Chinese cabbage leaf around each meatball. Cover in foil and into the oven for half an hour on a low heat, about 100 degrees centigrade. And after 30 minutes, out they come with the Chinese cabbage beautifully wilted, the stock infused and the lionhead meatballs fit for an emperor. The Chinese cabbage used for the meatballs is found in many Chinese recipes, but I don't need to go home to China to see fields of them being grown. I've come to a 15-acre farm near Wisbech in Cambridgeshire, where they've been growing Chinese vegetables for 20 years. I want to cook a family favourite, sweet and tangy chili beef salad with some of those Chinese leaves. Managing Director David Lam explains that the varieties of Chinese cabbage grown here are increasing, like this choy sum.
Wow, look at all this.
Yeah, this is our new variety. We can grow over winter.
That's beautiful. Look at all this.
Yeah.
I love choy sum. This is great. So what variety is this then? Is this the baby pak choy?
This is the baby one, yeah. Once again, it was extremely difficult to grow them in UK in the past before, but the winter is getting milder. And also in the last few years, we got extremely good daylight in the winter.
Is this all because of global warming?
Maybe a bit, yeah, maybe.
But good for you.
Yes, good. Yeah.
Each greenhouse has plants at different stages of growth, which means lots of different varieties of Chinese leaf are now available for any of us to buy and cook with all year round.
Keith, he's the one who looking
Hi.
after the seedlings.
Hi, I'm
Keith,
Ching. Nice to meet you. So you look after all this for David?
Yes.
All the seedlings?
Yes.
Do you eat what you grow? Do you
Afraid
eat
not.
pak choy?
I
No?
don't, no, afraid
Why
not.
not?
Never have. I don't know.
Do you like Chinese food?
Afraid
Keith?
not.
No?
No.
Right, that's it. You're my first guinea pig later. Don't look so scared.
In another greenhouse, a different Chinese cabbage, pak choy, is being harvested. Do these pickers eat the greens they grow?
Hi guys.
Hello,
Hi,
I'm
Ching.
Paula.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Hi. You've never cooked
I've
with
never
pak choy?
cooked with pak choy.
How long have you been working here?
I've been working here 18 years and I've never
18
cooked
years.
pak choy.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to cook you something delicious with pak choy and show you how easy it is to cook with it, how delicious, how good for you it is.
So, time to set up my woks and prove that cooking with these readily available Chinese ingredients is as easy as ordering from a takeaway. Paula and fellow picker Paul, her dad, are going to help make my version of one of my family's favourite dishes.
You go to the Chinese takeaway. Have you ever tried like crispy beef deep fried?
Yeah.
Delicious, but not quite good for you. So this is my sweet and tangy chili beef.
Oh, sounds good.
So I've got here some beef fillet,
Yeah.
delicious, good quality beef fillet. You can use maybe thin frying steak
Yeah.
or the tail of the fillet.
Yeah.
It's a lot cheaper. Yeah. Okay, and all I've done is just slice that wafer thin.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just slice up some of this gorgeous pak choy now. In with the oil. Once the oil is smoking, you know it's ready.
Yeah.
In with some beef, into that one. Okay, and in to this wok. If I give you a wooden spoon, just give that a good stir. And Paula, if you can hand me the Shaoxing wine. Right, give that a good stir. If you pass me here, there's some dry chili flakes and some white pepper. I want to just season the meat now. Just a little pinch there. And the same with the dried chili. Do you like spicy food?
Some.
Yeah, so a little bit. Do you think
not too hot?
not too hot?
too
Okay.
hot.
At this stage, we can turn it off because we want the meat to be lovely and tender. We don't want to overcook it. You see, it literally takes seconds.
Yeah.
Fast, fast-ish. Now, Paula, I'm going to get you to make the dressing. I've got there some orange juice.
Yeah.
I need you to add me some honey, maybe about 2 tablespoons of honey. Chop me some of that chili, the green chili,
Yeah.
really finely diced. That'd be great.
The team of hungry pak choy pickers arrive for lunch, including the Chinese food virgin, Keith.
Where's Keith?
Keith's right at the back.
Keith?
Keith, up here, please. You're going to be the first to try. You're going to be the first to convince. All right. Don't look so scared.
No, she cooks it.
Paula finishes the sauce with lemon juice, chopped green chilli, some diced cucumber, a teaspoon of sugar, a few dashes of light soy sauce, and to finish, some groundnut or vegetable oil.
Now, time to show you the final dish. In with some spinach, a handful. Some of this pak choy, raw, uncooked, delicious, peppery, good for you.
Oh, right. Say so.
In with some beef. This is a hot, cold salad.
Ladle on the dressing and top with some diced fresh mango.
Okay, I think it's time to taste. Okay, Keith, I promise you, you're the first chief taster. Get your fork.
Hello.
So I want to see you eat raw pak choy. I want to see you eat your greens.
It's hot.
It's hot. It's hot. Are you okay?
Fine.
Is it tasty?
Very nice.
Yeah?
That's lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice.
Brilliant. So let's get serving up then and make a big portion for everyone.
So, what's the verdict from the assembled pak choy pickers?
Good.
Good.
Very good.
You like?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pleased. My job's done. I can't believe you're now eating raw pak choy.
Converts now.
Brilliant.
Converts.
Brilliant.
So there's my version of my family's sweet and tangy chili beef with a crisp pak choy salad. Easy and quick to prepare for any large gathering. Like some of the vegetable pickers, children can be very conservative when it comes to trying Chinese food. So I'm going to use variations of dishes that my grandmother loved to cook for me to show a couple of busy mums 2 recipes that are quick and healthy. The perfect alternatives to traditional tea time favourites like pizza or fish fingers, my vegetable and ham wraps, and 5-spice chicken drumsticks. First, the chicken.
Got here some garlic, some ginger. Really quickly, just going to mash up the garlic and just finely chop that. Do you all eat together when you
No,
come
this
back
is the
from
problem.
school?
I've got 3 coming home at different times
Uh-huh.
and coming home starving.
Yeah, so you can cook this really and then you can keep it to one side. So it's really useful.
Sprinkle the garlic and then grate some ginger over the chicken drumsticks. A small amount of Shaoxing rice wine or sherry. It adds some bittersweetness, but if you don't want to use alcohol, just leave it out. Some light soy sauce, some groundnut oil,
And then in with some honey. Because this is lovely and sort of sticky. Chinese 5-spice. Smell. It's really strong. It's really aromatic.
You can now get Chinese 5-spice in most supermarkets. Massage the marinade into the chicken.
Tina, if you could pop this into the oven for me, 180 for about 30 minutes, that'd be great.
While the chicken's cooking, onto a great alternative to ham sandwiches, vegetable and ham wraps.
Firstly, I need a helper. How about you, Chloe? Yeah? Wow, very elegant.
Slice up some red and yellow peppers, a tablespoon of grated ginger, some sliced baby corn and shiitake mushrooms.
Harry, can you pick me out maybe 3 or 4? Any ones you like. Okay.
So you could do all this in advance then before they come home for tea.
Yeah,
so it's all prepared, then you
absolutely.
only have to assemble it.
Yes, and all you have to do is actually just put it in the wok and just stir fry when you're ready. And that's it. And you can do
Sounds
them in
great.
batches, so it's perfect.
Next, some honey glazed ham.
How hungry are we?
Very.
Very. Oh, shall we go for the whole lot?
Yeah.
Oil in. It's nice and smoking. In with the egg. Now we'll just swirl this around a little bit.
Once scrambled, set the cooked egg to one side. Then put the grated ginger into the smoking wok. Vegetables follow. The chopped ham. Spring onions and bean sprouts.
Pretty much that's ready. I'm just going to season it now with a little bit of light soy sauce, a little bit of ground white pepper. I love toasted sesame oil. It just lifts the dish. Yeah, at the end. So just a little drop like that.
And finally, the cooked eggs.
I've got here these gorgeous pickled red cabbage.
The pickled cabbage adds colour and sweetness, but if your kids don't like the idea, you could always use tomato relish. Now, to prepare the wraps, steam some ready-made Chinese pancakes, or you could use tortilla wraps.
Okay, and then that's it. That's one. So you can make any different shapes you like, and then you can top a little bit of the cabbage. Who wants first taste then? Izzy? Yeah, sure. Go for it, Izzy.
It's
So
really
you've got-
sweet.
You like it? Is that from the pickled cabbage?
I think so.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time to get the chicken out of the oven and sit down to a family lunch.
Delicious. Roll mine. I can't do the shape.
Oh, I'm pleased, guys.
Good? Oh, that is delicious.
So that's my quick and easy vegetable and ham wraps and 5-spice chicken drumsticks. Easy and quick for any busy mum. For all the recipes used in this series and more masterclasses, go to bbc.co.uk/Chinese Food Made Easy. There's nothing we Chinese like more than eating with family and friends. Chinese food is perfect to make for big groups of people because it's so easy to cook. So when an old friend from school, Lena, asked me to put together a special meal as a surprise for a group of mates, I was delighted to cook some traditional dishes.
Most of the ingredients ready. Now I'm going to make you my mushu chicken.
Great.
And it's really good. Mushu is mushu. Mushu just means little pieces of like wood. Not really wood, you're not going to eat wood. Good. It's really everything that's sort of woody and earthy, okay, in this dish. And it's finely chopped. I've got here some chicken breast, and then I'm just want to mince the chicken into really fine pieces.
Just want me to peel these?
Yeah, if you could just peel those. So that's done. Just put that to one side. Get the wok nice and hot. I have the chicken here. Now, this is a good dish because you can make it all in advance. So we're going to stir fry it, cook it, and then just leave it to one side and just heat it up and serve it with the lettuce cups when the guys arrive, okay? So,
In with some groundnut oil.
I've got about 2 to 3 beaten eggs in here. Just going to scramble that.
Do you want me to grate this?
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
Really-
all of it?
Yeah, all of it. That'd be great. Okay, so egg out. So in with a little bit of oil. Then garlic and ginger. Okay. You can add chili if you want. Give us a good stir. In with the chicken. Just let the chicken settle a little bit, okay? So as the chicken turns white, I'm going to add in some shouting rice wine.
It looks like scotch.
Now, it's like you can use dry sherry instead.
really
but
good.
It's really strong. So in with a bit of that. Give this a good stir. That's going to absorb flavours.
That smells amazing.
You smell the garlic and the
really smells
ginger. I've got here some carrot, and they've just been really finely chopped. I did these before you came. Cool. Add the carrots in. So we've got here some tin bamboo shoots.
Okay.
And I've just drained it and finely chopped it, all the same size. That goes in as well. And then it's just a case of giving it a good stir.
Okay, so we have to talk about these because these look frightening.
Yeah, they look like an ear. Well, they're called wood ear mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
I suppose they're the ear of the wood because they grow on the bark
Oh, okay,
of trees. And they come dried like this. Okay, and what you have to do is just soak them in some hot water for about 15-20 minutes and they just expand. Isn't that amazing?
It is,
From
it
like
is.
that size to that. We'll cook them lightly, but really for texture, can you say it's really springy, bouncy.
Crunchy.
So we've got the crunch from the carrots, bamboo shoots, the sweetness of the chicken that's quite soft, and then now these crunchy bits of wood ear mushrooms.
If I couldn't get those, or I'm a bit scared by them still, what would I use instead? Could I just use like bog standard mushrooms?
Yeah, you can use mushrooms. You could use chestnut mushrooms. Now, if you like red peppers, you could dice those up. Some green peppers. You could change the dish to how you like it, but this is really traditional. And you can get musu pork as well.
Oh, right, okay,
And
instead of
some
chicken.
Yeah. Some takeaways do musu pork.
Yeah. I've had that before, I think. You're right, in the restaurants, wrapped in the lettuce leaves. But I like this.
And then some gherkins. Again, just really finely chopped.
It's going to be quite a sharp taste, I think.
Yeah,
isn't
this is going to give it a zing. Give that a good mix. Lovely.
God, that really smells good.
And then in lastly with the egg. And you can just break up the egg. With this stir fry, you can't really go wrong because all the textures are quite tough. But sometimes, you know, when you stir fry and people jab at the stir fry, I hate that because it like just breaks everything to mush. Yeah, you've got to kind of like lift and stir in and fold in like that. Some light soy sauce in there. And then in with a little bit of the toasted sesame oil. I can't live without this stuff, it's so good. Then a little bit of ground white pepper, it's more delicate. Give that a good final stir. And then we'll just take it off the heat.
Done.
So just serve
That
that.
was really easy, wasn't it?
That's really easy.
Do I have to wait for everybody to come? Or
No,
can I have some
we're
now?
going to have some taste it now. And I tell you what I'm going to serve it with the dry roasted nuts. You could use cashew nuts if you wanted.
Just
so-
normal bog
Yeah.
standard nuts.
Yeah.
See, this is what I get for coming
Little
over and
bit of-
helping, isn't it?
That's your reward, girl.
Okay, you ready?
How is? Is it good?
It's really crunchy. It's really good. Really tasty. There's so many different tastes in there.
Did you taste the gherkins? Does that? That's the sour. We've got savoury. We've got crunchy. We've got aromatic.
The mushu chicken can be put to one side before being reheated and served wrapped in lettuce leaves.
Okay, so let's clear up a bit.
Okay.
And the next dish I'm going to make is my dragon prawn noodles. Dragon prawn or ai lobster. Because in Chinese tradition, long xia, lobster. Long is dragon, xia is prawn. So lobsters are the dragon prawn of the sea world. They're the king prawns because dragons symbolise power and strength. And they are.
It's
They
all
are,
about the
Yeah,
power.
they're the strongest prawn in the ocean.
All right, here's
So-
the thing though. I couldn't buy lobsters. I wouldn't know how to. So I probably wouldn't make this dish because is it complicated?
If you are worried, just get your fishmonger to do it. In the supermarket as well, you can get fresh cooked lobster.
Oh, okay, all right. So it's already cooked. You don't have to worry about it.
But I cooked these early today. I got them live from the fishmonger. I put them in the freezer. I let them sleep a little bit, and then I had to put them in some boiling water.
Okay.
Okay. Now the tail should come off quite easily.
Okay.
Just break. So you just pull that off. Now the claws, they just come off as well. So just pull that off. The head, I'm going to just pull the legs out. But this is what you don't want. This is like the dead man's fingers. You can't eat these. So it's really important to remove those and just put that in there. I don't want to lose the meat that's in the middle because that's really juicy and that's the best bits. So that I'm going to keep for decoration. We want to crack the claw. So that's going to allow all the delicious juices to soak into the meat. And these are all the pieces that are going into the dish.
This is my favourite. You've made this for me before, and it's so good.
Well, I hope the others are going to enjoy it as well, as long as they don't mind being messy with the fingers. This bit here, again, we want to cut it into pieces, okay? The easiest way to do that is lay that flat on there and then just make 2 slits
Yep.
into the shell, and then that's still together, so we just...
Got it, nice.
Yeah, you can just slice through the meat and then onto the other side. Well, I think we've got enough. I'm going to save it for tomorrow's lunch.
Done.
Okay, so that will go in the fridge, in with garlic and the ginger. And as you drop it in very quickly, give that a good stir.
That's really hot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very hot. In with the lobster. You can put a little bit of Shaoxing white wine if you want, but it's not necessary. We'll just...
Keeps it nice and juicy.
Oh, it's just got... I just love this wine. It
love
just
the
makes
flavour.
all the difference. Okay, if you pass me the yellow bean sauce.
Yellow bean sauce is an ingredient you can buy in most supermarkets.
It smells so good.
About 2 tablespoons.
Earlier than expected, the first surprise guests arrive, and what a huge surprise it is. For me, it's my mum and dad.
Oh my God!
They've been away for months and have just flown in from Taiwan. I can't think of anyone better to share the special meal.
So your parents have come all the way for you, clearly.
Just back from traveling. I want to see you while you're doing. Sorry.
Oh my God, what a surprise!
Okay, shall we go and let Ching finish off in the kitchen and maybe we'll go and sit down and have a glass of wine?
Yes.
Let you carry on with the hard work.
Oh my God!
Don't cry.
It's just unexpected. So there's real pressure now. My mother's in the house. Okay, so all that's needed now is some noodles. Good handful of cooked yellow shea noodles al dente. Mix the noodles in well. Just a little bit of the stock.
And then an even bigger shock. My mum's arranged 2 more surprise guests, all the way from Shanghai.
Just came from Shanghai.
Oh my God!
What's for dinner tonight?
Oh my God!
What's for dinner tonight? Huh?
Lobster noodles!
Oh, good. Sure, love that.
What are you doing
We
here?
love that. We're here to see you.
Oh my God!
See you. Hey, how you doing? It's Jasmine. Surprise, huh?
This is my brother and my sister-in-law. They've come all the way from Shanghai.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. And here I was, just expecting casual friends, and it's turned out to be my prized family.
Careful, don't lose your concentration, huh?
So a good glug of light soy sauce. I hope you're going to use your fingers.
We will.
Real Chinese style.
Don't you worry.
Just because you're in England, you don't have to use a knife and fork.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We use chopsticks.
Okay.
I finish off the dragon noodles as quick as I can with some toasted sesame oil and sliced spring onions.
So tears of joy. In with the lobster noodles. The heads on, like that. What do you think?
Fantastic. Looks good.
Let's go and sit and eat this now.
So there's my dragon noodles, and to go with it, the mushy chicken and some lion-head meatballs. Family favourites, perfect for any special family celebration.
Come on, guys, feast on this. First.
That looks so good, Ching.
Yeah. Eat! Yeah, we never waste at home. Let's eat, yeah. Just a little bit. Oh, Dad, what do you think?
Just perfect.
可以吗？
Yeah.
Juicy.
Really juicy, yeah.
Really juicy.
Very good, delicious.
真的吗？
Yeah.
真的。
这样，
Thanks, Jane.
That's really good.
You see, Dad sloped. That's a Chinese way. Means appreciation.
Dad slurped, is that what you said?
Jumpstart.
I'd like to propose a toast for Ching. Thank you very much for a lovely dinner, and it's certainly worth your 12-hour flight. Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Cheers.
A lot of old generation Chinese find it hard to say, I love you. And through food, you can express and show that love. So when you make a big fuss and a big deal out of cooking for your family, that is saying, 我爱你, I love you.